I don't know why it's doing that. This is Kim with Kim's Creations and Card Ministry coming to you live. Um, Today is Friday, February the 13th, 2026. So it's the day before Valentine's Day, and I have dedicated the last few days to trying to get my Valentine's completed. I did deliver some Valentines to my work associates today, so they're there. So some of the people got theirs today that were working, and anybody that happens to come by today or tomorrow, they would be there for them. I did not get any put in the mailbox today, but I will get a handful mailed on Valentine's Day. So, family, if any of you happen to watch this, I know Caitlin watched one of my videos the other day. Your Valentines will be in the mail hopefully tomorrow, so you'll be getting them late, but you know, that's par for the course for me. Yay me. At least I did them. Um, so I've got everything ready. I had shown you, I think, in the video yesterday that I had done some cards with the lavender. So I have those ready to go to make for you tonight, and also a couple of the other ones to recreate. That I have not actually made them on a live video, so I will do those for you as well. And hopefully we won't get interrupted by any little creatures running around my house, because we know how that happens. But anyway, so I will put my camera down, and while I'm doing that, I'll tell you a couple things. So give me just a minute to adjust my camera. So I don't know if you can see. I've got a mess going here. I am sorting through. I'm actually letting go of a lot of stuff. I am trying to sell a lot of my Stampin' Up things. So if there's something that you want that I might have, check with me, because I'm hoping to sell some. And okay, let me convert that down. There we go. And try not to get dizzy. Let's see if I can get this shifted back where it needs to go, like so. And let me tighten that back up. Sorry if y'all get dizzy here. And I'm going to back this up just a little bit. Bear with me a minute. And then I'm also check my iPad and see if it's got me on here live. No. This is it right here, I think. No, that's not it. Okay, let's try again. Live. I think last time this happened, I had to like go completely out of YouTube to get it to work. So let me. And this is my newer iPad, so I have a little bit more trouble. Because I don't have the little button to push anymore. I used to be able to like double click on that little button and just push it, but that doesn't work so much anymore. Let's try again. Go to my channel, go to my lives. I think that was it right there. Hang on, go back. There it is. I've already turned the volume down, so that should be good. All right, sorry about that. And fix this so it's not glaring on that. Yeah, on the glass mat. If I don't have paper on it, it glares. The light will glare. But I need the light to see, so there is light. All right, so again, there's my information. I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I mean, I can't see, but I'm blind. And then I'll try to still be aware of where I'm working on my paper. So again, I'm trying to sell some items. If there's something you think you might like to have, let me know. We are currently in this mini catalog, the January to the April 2026 mini catalog. And we are also redeeming our bonus coupons that we got when we spent money in January. We've got bonus coupons that were using this month. And there is a good joining special right now. I wish I had a flyer or something with that, but I don't know where. I don't know. I don't have one. But anyway, where you can get a positioning tool at no additional cost when you join Stampin' Up! As a demonstrator. So you pay $99. I think it includes tax, but there's no shipping. You get $125 worth of products. I'm pretty sure I got that right. And then you get the positioner tool, which I'm going to try to demonstrate for you next week. You get that at no additional cost. So, and it's like probably a $60 value at least. So that's a really good deal. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. I make cards, junk journals, other paper crafts. I've gotten where I do a lot of watercoloring. I love to collage. Hoping to do a collage next week too. Here's my Facebook page. If you'll go visit that, Kim's Creations, KIM''S Creations with a K, the and sign Card Ministry on Facebook, and you could visit me there and follow me. Would be awesome. If you have any questions, please send me a text message, or if it's not something you need to know right away, you can always send me a message to my email here with K's, again, kimscreations.cards@gmail.com. I check my email about 3 times a week. I haven't checked it in a couple days, so I will be checking it sometime this weekend. Anyway, and if you're watching this, you're already on my YouTube channel, I would appreciate the thumbs up. Comments, constructive criticism is welcome and encouraged, and share. Follow, all the good stuff to help the analytics, to help my channel grow. I know I haven't done much in the last year and a half. I am going to try to do better, and hopefully I will be able to support my habit here. All right, I do not have these cards anymore because I gave them away today, but I did take pictures of them so I'd remember what I did. So I'm going to do 2 different cards here with this lavender. I think this is Heather, Highland Heather actually, is the color of the cardstock. And so I'm going to burnish that one. I'll go ahead and burnish this one too while I've got it. And I'm probably going to take away that pink paper because it's pretty and I don't want to ruin it, because I can use it for something. Even though it's no longer a a current paper. All right, so I have so I needed this for this card, and so in this paper pack that we're using, it came off of this pack right here, off of this right here. So if you use these, you're not going to be able to use this pretty paper. So I think on another card I chose not to use this love so I could have this to use on something else. But I am going to go ahead and cut out 2 of these. I think I've cut out 1. I might try something different. Let me see. And just to see how it looks, to save me from cutting this out. Because if I don't have to cut that out, because I love this pattern so much on the back of that. Let me see if I have one of something else in here that I'm looking for. Not that one. Oh, and I was looking for that a few minutes ago because I want to make a card with that. And I couldn't figure out where it had gotten to. And there it is. Okay, I'm not seeing one right now. Well, I might see another one when I start cutting up some of this other stuff. So for now, I'm not going to cut out that one because I'm just making, well, I think I was going to make 2 actually because I gave 1 away already. But I will put off cutting this down because I might see something else that I'll put on there instead. All right, and then what was the other thing I did to this card? Oh yeah, I believe. Give me a minute. I'm going to go out of my, gotta go out of my, yes, that's what I did. I had to go out of my YouTube for a minute to see what I did on that card for the background. Okay. So, let's pull her back up now. Come back. There it is. So, I used this stamp right here. It was in, I did determine that this is a current stamp set, the Beautiful Motifs. I'm using this piece right here, and I'm using it to cover in the background of this card, for this card. I'm going to set this one aside. And I need my Highland Heather ink because I'm going to use the same color. And I don't believe I stamped this off when I did it. Get my Stampin' mat here. It's a little dirty, but it's not terrible. Oh, I'm trying to see if I got a hair on it. Let's see if I can get that off. That's probably Sophie. She's my shedder. She's precious, but she sheds really bad. There's another little cat here, but it's not so bad. Okay, so we're going to do this. I'm going to do this first one. I'm going to have to stand up so I can see what I'm doing. I need this to stay down. It keeps kind of popping. It's just popping up. I'm going to put this hole punch down on it right there to kind of hold it down. Put it up. I'm going to stamp that again. So I've been sitting here holding it for a while. Okay, I'm going to go up here. Kind of go up over the top just a smidge. Okay. All right. So there. And then we'll go off the edge on this side. And we'll go off the edge on this side. And then I'll come back to the middle again. I'm just going to go all the way down the card. And then we'll go here. Go to this side. And back here. And then what I did was I did some fill in like here. And here. And here. And then I'll do that on this other side also. We'll go here and here. Now, I did discover last night when I got ready to upload my live, apparently some stuff has changed, and I had to go and make some changes on my studio page where I manage my page, my YouTube page, and I apparently did not have it set to, notice that's a little off. I did not have it set to let you chat. So I'm hoping, maybe I can tell from my iPad. Okay, it does allow me to chat. Like last night, it was not allowing the chat, but it is tonight. So, and my video from yesterday is now allowing chats. So it did let me go back and update to allow that. So, I do appreciate any comments, and let me know if you're here, and maybe they'll pop up on my screen. All right, so now I need to go look again and see what I put inside this card because I don't remember. I said, it's a good thing I took pictures. Okay, so I also used that stamp on the inside piece. Let me get my inside piece right here. And I did it across the top right there. So I'm going to do that. Get that stamp back. I'm going to slide all this over so I don't get that stuff dirty. Oh. Go back to my live here. Okay. And I don't know if I've got it right side up. I don't know. It's the picture of it on the cover of the stamp set. Again, it's Beautiful Motifs. Has it going long ways, but I'm using it sideways. So there you go. And I'm just going to put it in the middle. I'm not going to try to do any of the, try to put it in the middle anyway. I'm not going to do any stuff off to the sides. I'm just going to do that. And then I need to say something here. My little card is going to say Happy Valentine's Day, so I don't want to say that. But I'm trying to use my current things. Yesterday, I think I used this Wishing You Love and Happiness That Lasts a Lifetime. I think I put that on something. I might just do that again. That's kind of nice, actually. Let me see if this is it. Yeah. Wishing You Love and Happiness Lasts a Lifetime. And I'm going to do it in Gorgeous Grape so it stands out real pretty. Wishing You. Again, I'm going to try to get it kind of in the middle here. And I'm going to need my purple heart, my heart stamp that I also discovered is indeed still a current stamp. And I'm going to do that Gorgeous Grape right on top of the Highland Heather. And that came out of With You in My Mind stamp set. All right, so is that all the stamping? Let me look again. Sorry. I think other than the envelope, I think that was all the stamping for this card. Oh, I need to stamp a heart back here, so I'll go ahead and just use the grape since that's the color I'm using. So this goes on the back of my card right here. And yeah, I think that's everything as far as stamping. Let me get an envelope to stamp. Another package. So I love the Stampin' Up! Envelopes. They're really nice. So this comes with 40 in the packet. Basic white medium envelopes. They are 5 3/4 by 4 3/8. So if you need some nice, good quality envelopes, these are great. And I think I will stamp. I think I put some green in my cards with these. But I'll use go ahead and use the large. Oh, that was not the color I wanted. Well, yeah, I'll use the lighter purple for this. Put one here. Almost looks blue. And then one on the back right here. And let me get, I'm going to use a different little leaf since this, the one I was using was retired. Ooh, that cupcake is cute for Valentine's Day. I didn't even think about that. See that little cupcake right there would be a cute Valentine's Day embellishment. I don't know what I did to this block, but this block has like been through the ringer. Look how scratched up. I mean, I tried washing it. I feel like I tried washing it. Maybe I need to try again. All right, and I'm going to use the garden green. Whoops. I'm trying to close my inks here in case I get a visitor from a certain kitty. Go back to my video. I keep leaving it so to go look at my photos. All right, come back. I think it's playing again. All right. So I will use this garden green. It's going to be a little different than the other stamps. So let's see how it stamps here. I'm just going to have it come. It might be off the envelope just a touch. It is, and that's okay. We'll just like that. I don't mind that it goes off a little bit. My heart went off a little bit here. But again, I'm okay with that. And this is the front of my envelope for this card. Okay, so the stamping for this card is finished. Move this out of the way. So what I have to do now is I need to score my card so it will fold the way I want it to fold. So I'm going to bring back my paper trimmer. And on this one, I'm going to fold it at the halfway point. So this card is 5 1/2. So half of 5 is 2 1/2, and then another 1/4 of an inch. So 2 3/4. You may not be able to see me down here. So I'm scoring this at 2 3/4 of an inch. But it's going to be really hard for me to bring my trimmer up any further. So I'm not 100% sure y'all see that. And I'm doing the score after I've stamped everything, because if I do it before, it will mess up my stamping. So just trust me on that, because that happened to me yesterday. I think I pointed that out to y'all on one of the cards that I stamped like that. Well, let's find a place to put my paper trimmer. All right, and so we're going to fold this in, and I'll get my scoring tool here. Now we pretty much just need to glue some stuff. So I will go ahead and glue this. Got a little smidge right there. What I should do is get my tiny purple heart and cover that up. And I might do that later, but I'm not going to do it right now. So if you're there, please give me a thumbs up and say hello and where you're from, so I'll know if anybody's watching. I'll try to look up and look at my comments. I'm not great at that because I don't see well. But I'm trying to look over there at my screen periodically to see if a comment pops up. All right, and hopefully I'm in the screen. I think I am. So we'll got this on there. And then we're gonna glue the Happy Valentine's Day that we cut out onto this piece of petal pink. All right, so this card is this white piece is 4 by 5 1/4. This is 3 3/4 by 2. And then this that I cut out was 3 by 1 3/4. So I'll glue it down onto my petal pink. Figure out where I set my glue. There it is. And then I'm going to use dimensionals to pop this whole thing up, because it's going to be like a little kickstand for my card that pops up. So we'll do this. I hope I didn't bring it down too far. this way. Try to get it somewhat straight. And then get some dimensionals, which I'm about out. This one's running low, but I've still got some. I'll go ahead and put a few on my fingers here. And I'm about to put them all the way across the bottom. Well, not all the way. So this one is not going to be a pocket for anything. I didn't make a little tag or anything to stick in a pocket. So this one will just get secured down. So I'll also put a couple of dimensionals in the middle for this one, since I don't have like a little tag sticking out of it like I did some of those other ones. All right, so we'll take these little guys off. These things like stick to you with the static. Then I'll go try to pick this paper up and dump them off in my trash can, and they'll stick to my paper. This one, there it went. I couldn't figure out where it got to. It was somewhere stuck to my fingers. All right, I got this one and the two here. 1, 2. All right. And I will put this on here now. Try to get it on there kind of even. Hopefully I did. Yeah, it's maybe a tiny bit off. It's not terrible, but so this has to be a kickstand for this card because it's a pop-up card. So one of the little girls that got this today was there when I took it by to work, and she opened it up and she just loved it so much, and she said, "I love your cards." Okay, y'all, I work at a card shop. Isn't that funny? I work at a card shop. We sell cards. I make my own cards. I do buy some of the cards though, because sometimes I need some cards and I just am not up to making them or don't have time or whatever. So anyway, I do work in a card shop. But anyway, she said she loved my cards so much. She said, because I gave her one for Christmas too. And she said, "I'm going to frame my cards that you give me." I just thought that was so sweet. It made me feel good. She liked my cards. There we are working in this famous card shop, and she likes my cards and wants to frame them. All right, so these pieces are 3 by 3. But I get this paper, this piece of 6 by 6 paper, and in order to mat it on there, I would have to cut it at 3 1/4. Well, if I did that, I wouldn't be able to get 4 squares out of my card, out of my paper. So in order to get 4 of these squares, or 2 squares and then another long piece, I'm going to cut this down. So I'm going to go all the way around it and cut it down 1/8 of an inch on each side. So it will be down 1/4 of an inch. Does that make sense? So I've moved up as far as I can on this. All right, 1/8 of an inch on all sides. 1/8. And that way it's the same. I'm cutting off the same amount all the way around. And so the orientation of the piece in the center, that might have been a little bit more than 1/8 of an inch, but it will not be that noticeable. Sometimes my not so clear eyesight messes me up. But it still should be pretty even and be able to center it pretty well. So now I can put it on this 3 by 3 square. And then this goes on my 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 square. All right. So you take the piece like you cut it out of the paper, but then you go all the way around it. You go up to this first line right here. See how it's just barely hanging over the edge, and that's where you cut. And then I'll turn it, and I'll do it here, and I'll do it on all 4 sides. And that way this still kind of stays centered, or at least however they had it. All right, I think that's all the cutting I need to do, and all I need to do is finish gluing everything. All right, so we'll glue this one first. There's my glue. And see, it's also got something pretty on the back side. Here again, this pack is great if you've got like a bunch of little treat bags you want to do. You can just punch a little hole in it, and you've got it decorated on both sides, and you just tie string around it and put it on your little gift bag of goodies or whatever for your school or Sunday school class or wherever it is you're taking your goodies. But I'm not taking anything like that to anybody, so mine are cards. So right before I came on my live tonight, I got a text message. It was from the VA, the Veterans Association. And I saw something about the flu cases. And so I was worried. I'm like, uh-oh, what's this telling me? So it's not complete restrictions, but they are restricting visitors have to be over the age of 16. But it's not the one my dad's at. It said the ones in Columbia, any of the facilities in Columbia. So I'm not in Columbia, and Dad's not in Columbia. So that was good. So he can still have, not that he would have any visitors under 16 anyway. I was afraid we were going to be completely restricted and not be able to visit at all. And that bothers me. I did not go see my dad this week. I did go see him last week, which was the first time I'd seen him since Christmas. I don't know that he knows I hadn't been to see him since Christmas. I had to get out my little scraper here so I could do that edge a little better. But with everything that had been going on, I didn't get out to see him like I wanted to. So I'm glad I went last week, because I was going to go again this week. I don't know if I told y'all about me getting bit by my dog, and you can't hardly see it now. It's been a little over a week ago. It's still a little bit tender and a little bit sore, but my thumb was very swollen, very red, very hot, and it was in my hand a little bit too, a little bit swelling in my hand, and the heat was in my hand. Oh my gosh. So I was scared. I went to the doctor Friday morning. It happened Thursday night late, and I went to the doctor Friday morning, and he gave me a pretty strong antibiotic, y'all. And I've been on strong antibiotics before, but I've never been sick. And this time I was so sick. It was awful. All right. I'm going to have to put glue on this, but we do not want glue on that side where the score line is, right here. I don't know if you can see that score line. No glue above that score line. It's only going to be down here, okay? So there's a couple ways you can do this. I did it this way the other night. I just like picked it up, had my thumb where it needed to be, and just made sure all the glue was under my thumb. Okay, you can do that. You can also line it up right here. Make sure I have it lined up good. About where I want it centered, about how far out down. I want it up from about 1/2 inch from the bottom. Okay. And then I can see, that I need to stop right here, putting my glue on. So I'm going to just hold it there. I'm just trying to give you optional ways to do things and take the pen out of my mouth. So I'm just not going to take my glue up all the way to there. At least I'm going to try not. I'll bring it across right here. And put some in the middle. See, this is 3 layers of thickness. So I like to be kind of generous with my glue without, but I don't want to, well, now I kind of picked it up without paying attention. Be generous with my glue to make sure it holds those 3 layers. So I'm going to maybe bring it down a little bit lower than I originally said, just to be sure. Okay, so I can look at it right here to make sure. But I think I'm okay. I think I'm safe. Another thing, too, is you can always put glue actually on your background paper. Just be sure you don't carry it over this far. And you can put like a line of glue right there on the piece in the back. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to double check it on the inside in there. Make sure I don't see any glue. All right, and then just to, I'm going to use my bone folder. Get that glue down really well. And this is going to be tucking underneath, so it's not really going to show. So there it is under there. Glue on that piece is not doing so great. All right, and then it goes like so. Let's see, let me hold it up like this so you can see, like that. Now I want to look at my video again. I mean, at my picture again. Whoops. Let's go back to photos. I wanted to double check. Oh, the front of it. I did put a ribbon on it. Okay, I don't have any current ribbon that matches. So I do have some purple ribbon, but it's not current. But you can use whatever ribbon you want. You can use, we do have some stuff that is current, and you might have something in stock that you can use. You can also use embroidery floss. Now, you could put it wherever you want it. I'm putting mine kind of off kitty corner to the side there. I'm going to leave it on my spool for now. I'm going to get bunny ears. By doing this, I have a little bit less waste on my ribbon by keeping it on the spool. And, you know, if you do 10 or 15 bows, you know, you might save enough to do one more bow by doing it this way, because you probably don't save a ton. And I'm just struggling tonight with my bow for some reason. Okay. All right, here it comes. Here it comes. All right, now I can pull this back through a little bit. I was struggling with that for some reason. All right, let's tighten it up. And yeah, it's a wonky bow for some reason. I don't know why. I'm gonna pull that in a little bit again. Pull this one in again, and then I'm gonna pull out on them. And I'm gonna pull in on that one again. All right, I've got them both pulled in quite a bit. Maybe when I pull out on them this time, they won't be as wonky when I tighten it. It's still a little wonky. It will be okay though. All right, so, okay. So I had a friend come by this afternoon who purchased some of my paper pumpkin kits that I have not even opened. I told y'all I was trying to get rid of some stuff, and I'm kind of committed to doing that, and she's going to use them with the ladies at her church, and so that's great. They're going to be going to good use, and going to, you know, people that are sick or whatever in their church or whatever. So that's awesome. And so I only have one piece that's, you know, wasted there, a little piece. But I'm going to put it in my drawer here. And then when I get ready to do some things for my junk journals, I can use it there. And actually, I might cut this a little shorter. I need to get my glue dots out because I love using glue dots for ribbon. So I'll grab my glue dots here. And does anybody else run out of space when you're crafting? It's just like, I need more space. I have all these places to put stuff, but they're full. They're just full, filled up to the brim. I usually do this on my little pad I should have. I don't know if I even picked up my gummy. Yeah, I did. And if anybody doesn't use their glue dots and you just throw them away, please don't. Send them to me. Just text me and say, I've got you some glue dots. What address? And I will tell you, and you can send them to me, because I love glue dots, especially for ribbon. I use them for anything that's ribbon-like. I don't know why I bothered to pull it up here now that I finished. Okay, so take the little piece off, and then put my little bow on. I'm sorry, I keep pulling it down close to me. That's not very nice. That's kind of selfish. I think I will cut this a little shorter. What if my iPad just died? No, I know why. It's because I'm still on my photos and I didn't go back to my video. I'm back on my video now. So I can see where I am and see what I'm doing. All right, so here we go. Here's this finished little card here. And I think I'm going to stick this in my desk drawer right here, and that way I don't have to move everything over here that's to my left every time I need to get something out of that drawer, because I have a little pull-out thing on my desk, which is nice. But what if I set something on it, then I have to take everything off of it to push it back in to get back into the top drawer. So I'm going to tilt this so you can see how it looks. So this is how it looks closed. And then you see the inside, and then the recipient can prop it up for a little pop-up card. So there's that one, and the envelope is here. Okay, so there's that card. Let me check my time. I've gone way longer than I planned to go. This is going to be a 2-part video again, because I don't like going super duper long. So I'm going to do another one of those later, and I might change what I put on the inside. Let me do next, which is going to be the easiest one to do fast. This one? No, probably not that one. What about one of these? Yeah, I'll just do the other lavender one. And I actually have 2 lavenders, but I'm going to just do one of them. No. Did I have another one? I do. I've got another lavender. Hang on. Brains, Kim, brains. Okay. Yes. So this, okay. So the other lavender, I will use this and this and this. I'm using the same stuff, but the card's going to be a little different. So again, this one is a long card. So you cut your 8.5 by 11 at 4 1/4. You scored at 5.5. Okay. This one's, that's the only scoring, but I've got to cut it because I'm going to cut from this corner to this corner in the front. So I'm going to do that. Pull my trimmer back out. I've got a second trimmer somewhere, and I don't know where it is now. Oh, it's on the other side of me. I moved it when I opened that card. So again, I want it here. So I got to open my card. I got to lay this in here in my trimmer, and this one I'll be able to cut up where you can see it. So I lay it up in here, and I'm going to put where the fold is. I'm going to put that right there in the little slot, and then down here at the bottom, the corner edge, the little corner is going to go right in the slot too. I'll stand up to make sure I can see if I've got it lined up. Got stuff in my way. All right, is it lined up there? I think that is right there, I hope. I said I just don't see well, y'all, so this is difficult sometimes for me. All right, I'm pretty sure I got that lined up. And we're going to cut away. So this will become scrap for something at another project. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing to this piece where I have to cut it down 1/8 on all 4 sides. So I'm going to do that. Try to do that quickly. There's one little strip. Another little strip. So I think I told you so after when my dog bit me and I went on the antibiotic, and after being on it for about a day, it started making me really tired. And then on day 2, it started making me really sick. So there's that. And last night, late last night, like midnight, was my last dose of the medication. Well, guess what? It's not the last day of the side effects, because I have not been doing well today. And it's a little concerning because I have to work tomorrow. I mean, I only have to work 4 hours, and it's not till the afternoon, so that's good. But still, this medicine has made me so tired and so sick. I'm ready for it to be gone and out of my system. And I think I'm safe. I think the infection is gone in my thumb. But I know this medicine stays in you for several days. So I'm just hoping the side effects will go away soon. Go away, go away. All right. That's done. And I think what the issue is here, I don't have my cards to look at. So I have to keep pulling them back up on my iPad. All right. And so what did I do on the inside of this one? Okay. So I need my inside piece. I'm going to steal one from another card because I don't have one for some reason with this one. Okay. And this card's going to be facing this direction. All right. So, and I need to punch out a couple hearts. What am I going to punch them out of? Pull in some papers here. Okay, I'm going to punch a couple little hearts. I'm going to punch one of them there, out of that. And I'm going to see if I can get a little one. Well, I'm going to need more than one little one. Oh, let me go back. What did I do there? I can use a scrap of petal pink if need be for that. I like that color better. See, I mean, you can see the difference of the two colors, and I like this better, but I don't have a ton of that. Well, I've got some here though. I can use that because I cut out that little camera out of there. So let me do that. I think I'll have enough to do all that. So I need one large one. Again, this is the Bee Builder punch that's still available. So I'm going to cut one of my one big one that I need out of this. Okay, there we go. And actually, I don't think I can get any more. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get any more of the big ones out of it. All right. No, I need to cut my little ones. I need 3 in this color of these little ones. 1. 2. And 3. Okay, so I've got 3 little ones and a big one. Let's not lose you guys. All right, put these over here with my scraps. And I need I wonder if I do. My dark purple, gorgeous grape. I need just 2 out of gorgeous grape. Add another piece. I wonder where I punched those other ones out from. I don't know. Is that gorgeous grape or is it Highland Heather? I'm trying to tell in my picture what did I actually use. I'm going to use the grape. It's all, I used Highland Heather, but I'm going to use grape this time. Okay, because I like that contrast. Alright, so I need 2 small ones of those. One. 2. Alright, and let's go back over here. And then I think everything else I stamped. So that's good. That's all we need with those. And let me look one more thing here. I think I will take this small piece. Oh no, no, not that one. Yeah, maybe that one. I have this piece left over. This is on the back. I'm gonna stamp, I'm gonna punch a big one out of this. And I'm gonna actually do it kind of in the middle, like in the middle. And that way, I might, it's gonna end up, no, I can't do it. It'd be nice if I could punch one like out of the middle, but not mess up my paper. That's not gonna work. I don't have any way to do that without messing up my paper. So I'll just use as little of the paper as possible. Here we go. I'm gonna do that one. So this is something a little different that I'm doing than this card that I did in the one earlier. All right, and let's go back to my YouTube channel. All right, we'll start gluing these pieces. I'm glad I turned that over because I got ready to put the glue on the wrong side. Okay, so I'm gonna put glue in my glue bottles. I think I mentioned that it was running a little low. I have to go for a hunt and see if I can find some glue. We're gonna put you right here. And I'm going to glue it again here. Now when I made my original card, I didn't think about putting the third piece behind it. And so the back side of my card was going to be like a different color than the, not the lavenders and the purples. And I didn't like that. It was going to look like this, I guess. So I figured I would just use the Gorgeous Grape and get a little bit of contrast going in there. I'm seeing I need my little sanding block. And when the stuff is far away from me, I don't see it, and then I pull it up close to, happen to pull it up close to me, and then I see the little spots that are not good. All right, so there we go. A little bit of glue drippage there. So that's okay. And then I need to stamp my Happy Valentine's Day here. And I'm gonna do it, I think I'm gonna do it in Highland Heather. Is this one. This is the one that came out of the B set, so it is still current. It is not very dark. I hope it shows up. Well, I can turn my card over if I have to turn my piece over. And I'm putting it kind of pretty much just in the middle. Hold that down. I'm gonna hold it for a second. Maybe extra ink will transfer. This is very, not very, I think I need to re-ink this. Okay, and I need, I wish I had a smaller piece of greenery, but I don't. So I'm going to get my garden green again. That little tiny snippet of green that I had was really cute, but I don't have any more. I don't have that. I'm not going to try to stamp the entire stamp at all. I'm actually going to choose to try to just stamp part of the greenery here. That works, that's okay. And then to do the same thing, going this direction. That one I don't like quite as much, but it's okay. I'm okay. All right, now I need my gorgeous grape again. And I'm going to put a tiny heart down here at the bottom in my gorgeous grape. And I need to go look at my photo again. Okay, so I want to put one here. And I'm going to put one down here. Oh, I know what I did. Okay. And I'm going to take this pink heart and I'm going to put it right about here on the corner. I'm going to glue it down. Sorry, y'all. I just dropped it and lost half my glue. All right, it's going to go. Make sure I'm on the page. Pretty close to the edge on the side and at the bottom. Let's go back to my video. All right. And now we're going to glue this whole thing inside the card. Glue it all down. I've gotten a little glue heavy in that one spot. All right, we're going to put this on here like so. I don't think I glued. Yeah, I need to put a heart back here. There's the grape. Since the other color is about gone on me, we are sticking to the grape. All right, I got to do something real quick. I heard my dog. I have to put up my little makeshift gate so he can't come in here because of his age and all his issues, he pee-pees on the floor. Although he's probably already pee-peed. He probably pee-peed as soon as he got up from his spot. Bone folder. That's what I was looking for. Okay. And then I need my big heart. This one. I'll stamp it right here. Okay, and then, all right, and then we've got this, and I'm gonna put I'm gonna glue these little guys in. I should go ahead and do my envelope since I have my ink out. Let me do that. Put you there so I don't lose you. Put you there so I don't lose you. All right, take this, get my envelopes. Envelope. Okay, purple. We'll put you right here. And put him back here. Again, I'm okay with it not all being on the page. That's quite all right. All right. So there's my envelope for this card. And okay, so now I need to glue my little hearts down. So I'll put a little bit of glue on my purple, a little glue on my purple, and I'll have sticky fingers. So what I haven't experimented with yet is to see if I'm allowed to pause on my phone. Now I'm still using my old phone right now, but I think that one of the new updates to the iPhone allows me to pause. And if it's not on this phone, I can probably do it on my new phone, because I did get one of the new iPhones. And I know it's got some updated like camera features on it. Then so possibly I can do a pause when I'm, and then go back and finish it. Now on a recording, I don't think I can do that on a I don't know if I tilted these in on my other card or if I kept them straight. I'm thinking I kept them straight up and down. But I think that's on a video that I, would pre-recorded. I don't think I can pause a live. But I think I can pause a pre-recording now. I'll have to check on that, though. I have to experiment and see if that is the case. All right. So, oh, and what I wanted to punch this one out for is because I actually wanted to put one over here somewhere on this. I don't know if I want it up right next to it here, or kind of in the center, or here, or on the back of this. Okay, a little sanding block. Stuck that in some glue somewhere, apparently. Or maybe not. I don't know what happened right there. That might not show. Is that on the bottom? Yeah, it's on the bottom. I don't think it's going to show. So this is going to be on here like so. All right, about like that. So I could put the heart that I punched out that now I can't find. Oh, it just fell. Okay. I could put it on this. And that's what I think I'm leaning towards doing that. And then on my other one, I had like stamped some more of those dark purples down here. But I don't know that I need to do that. I think I will, but I'm going to wait until I put this on. So on my last one that I did, I messed this up and I ended up getting glue everywhere. Hence, I had glue. So I ended up adding a little heart to cover up a glue glob. And so now I don't know that I really like this heart on here. Or if I do, I might want to put it on up there instead. Or here. I might like it there. I might put it there. But first of all, I'm going to get this like I want it. Where I want it. Where do I want it? About. I want it about right there. So, do I have a pencil? I don't know if I have a pencil. I used to have a pencil on my desk. Wait, I got some back here in the back. Oh, let's see. I'm going to just put a tiny little, I don't even know if I can see that. I'll push a little harder now I'm underneath. There. So the glue has to be down here. So let me do that. Double check that. Double check. The glue has to be on this side of that line down here. Right? Yes. Because I ended up getting glue in places I wasn't supposed to have it. So it's about at this level. And well, I hope that I did it right this time. I don't want to carry it on the edge. All right, fingers crossed. I kind of feel like I'm gonna put that there. The back side of this dimensionals. I feel like that's about right. Oh look, I did pretty good. I only got a tiniest bit of glue right there sticking out. Let me make sure it's straight. I'm sorry, my head's in the way. I had to shift it just the tiniest bit. I'm pretty sure this is straight. And I just had the smidgy of glue. Last time I had like glue here. It was awful. I did not good. All right, so let's put some glue on the back of this. And we'll put it over here. Now the card still ended up being pretty, but I had to give it some skin surgery. Actually smudged some glue there too, but I think it'll be okay. So the nice thing is this glue dries clear, so if you do get a little bit on your page, it doesn't show up much, if at all. Just like to see. Okay, I did put a bow on the front of this one also. I couldn't remember if I did. So let me go do that. Get my bow stuff out again. But I think it's turned out really pretty. It doesn't have to have a bow. I don't know. Do I want a bow on this one? I might just, maybe I won't put a bow this time and just leave it like that. I don't know that it needs one. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't know. All right. Wow, my fingers are butterfingers tonight when it comes to my bows. It's worse they've been like all week. I don't know why they're doing this, but they are being hard to work with for some reason. Just like seriously. Maybe because it's dark. Maybe I've been doing my bows earlier in the day and I'm not having issues. I don't know. I don't know why I'm having a bow issue today though, but I am. Did I do bows earlier today? I don't know that I did. All right. We're doing it and we're just doing it and done. So I used way more ribbon that time than I wanted to, but it's okay. I'm going to cut it off and let it fall into my drawer here. So I have one of these little caddy things with the little slots in it, you know, and a long spot to put your scissors and a fatter spot to put your Post-it notes or whatever. So I've had it forever and just never put it in my drawer. Well, it's in my drawer now. I finally got that done. So this bow is going to go right here. Still feel like I need to make it smaller, but I'm not fiddling with it anymore. So here's this. And there's my glue dots that I stuck in my drawer on top of the Post-it notes. And I ended up with that little extra heart because I decided not to use it. Although I could put it out here somewhere, an outlier. No, not doing it. Quit second guessing myself. I've got a ribbon, a bow around here somewhere I tied. Y'all saw it, right? I'm going to put it up a little higher into that little wreath. Right there and there. Okay. There's the bow. And I'll pull the adhesive off of those. Come on. There it goes. Put that in my trash can. And we'll put the little bow down onto the glue dots. There we go. That's good. I might need to trim this a little bit more. Just a smidge. There. That's fine. If it's laying a little wonky, that's okay. So there it is. There's that one. And I did an envelope for it too. So 2 more cards, 2 lavenders with envelopes. I'm trying to figure out what I did with the first one. What'd you do with it, Kim? All right, Kimberly, where did you put your other card? I just realized I'm actually in here tonight and didn't have to turn on my little heater. That I'm not cold. It's the first night I've worked in here all week that I hadn't been cold. So we're getting a little bit warmer temperatures during the day, so that's been nice. So straighten up a little bit, hoping that maybe my other card will show up here because I don't know what I did with it. Looking over here, I'm not seeing it. Alright, it must be over here somewhere. Hopefully. We did make it, right? We did make another card. Let me move these out of the way. Oh, found it. Okay, I had set some stamp sets on top of it, so now I found it. All right, so we made this one with the little cut, so it's kind of a peekaboo kind of a card. And then the second one here, that makes the little, has the little kickstand. And says Happy Valentine's Day on the inside. So there you go. There's those 2 cards. I will, I'll probably just do a, not do a live and upload another video and try to get as many cards done as quickly as I can. I think y'all know where the stuff is coming from now, so rather than showing you all that stuff, I'll just go ahead and have them cut out and just ready to go, and give you dimensions and stuff if needed. All right, y'all have a great night. Thank you so much. Please, if you're visiting this video at a later date, please give me a thumbs up. Comments are welcome and appreciated. And everyone take care, and we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.